Hi, this is my second video on Henry Fayol's 14 Principles of Management. In my first video, I explained the first 5 principles like division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command and unity of direction. In this video, I would like to explain the coming principles in detail. If you missed the first video, its link is available in the description. So the sixth principle, it says subordination of individual interest to group interest. Clear? This principle says that the personal interest or the individual interest should be sacrificed for the group interest or the organizational interest. Preferences should be given to organizational interest rather than the individual interest. Clear? Say for example, Team India may be declared in Test cricket without considering the chance to get the personal record of Virat Kohli. Why? Because preferences should be given to Team India rather than the personal record of or second century of Virat Kohli. Clear? Seventh principle, he says remuneration. In this principle, he says all the employees of the organization should be remunerated properly. The proper remuneration is very essential for getting productivity from the workers. At the same time, he also believed that the remuneration package should be favorable and equitable to both employers and employees. Next principle, it is centralization and decentralization. So what is centralization? Centralization means concentration of authority at one level or one person. If the authority is vested in the hands of the top level management only, that's a case of centralization. Say for example, if the principal is interfering and he is deciding all the even the minute aspects of the school affairs, then it's an example of centralization. Even say for example, the late coming of the students are also handled by the principal. So that's an example of centralization. In other hand, decentralization means it is the dispersion of authority to lower levels of management. So authority is dispersed among the middle and lower levels of management. They can also decide some particular areas. They can take their own decision. So that's a case of decentralization. And Henry Fayol believed he says extreme centralization and extreme decentralization is not favorable for the organization. There must be a balance between centralization and decentralization. Clear? The ninth principle, it is related with the scalar chain. Scalar chain simply means it's a line of authority. It's a line of authority, start from top and moves to bottom. According to Fayol, the official communication should flow through the scalar chain or line of command. Its scalar chain is also known as line of command for ensuring unity of direction and to ensure proper flow of communication. However, for the queue communication or in emergency situation, he suggested another technique called gangplank, which permits to short circuit the chain of command in emergency situation. So you can draw the diagram in your class note. See, so what is gangplank? Gangplank is a technique which is suggested by Henry Fayol to overcome the limitations of scalar chain, which permits to short circuit the chain of command in emergency situation. Okay. The 10th principle, it's a principle of order. Clear? My mom, many times, my early school days, she used to say that you should keep this principle, and that principle says have a place for everything and keep everything in its place. See, so Fayol through this principle he ensures two types of order. One is material order and social order. Keep every material in a proper places, and similarly each managers and each persons should have a properly placed. So that is called 10th principle, the principle of order. So the 11th principle, it shows equity. Means equity principle says that the managers should be just and kind to all workers. Means managers should not show any kind of partiality. So this is the beauty of Fayolism. Fayolism also consider the human side of the organization. The 12th principle, it is stability. According to these principles, workers should not be shifted frequently. It will adversely affect their career efficiency. For example, if one day an accountant is placed in cash book, next day we say that you have to sit in the purchase book or as a storekeeper, he should not be shifted frequently. This is the concept of stability principle. And 13th principle, he says initiative. Initiative says, this principle says that every worker should get enough opportunity to show his creativity and talents. This is the last principle, 14th principle, esprit de corps. Esprit de corps means unity is strength. There must be unity among workers and managers for ensuring for the successful running of any organization. And it shows the importance of teamwork. It demands teamwork among the workers and management. So that is the end of Henry Fayol's 14 principles. So we will meet in the next class. Thanks for watching. Thank you all. Keep learning.